Better pause it right there before there's something called copyright infringement. But welcome back to the fucking Best Friends Fantasy Baseball League, BFFFL. Best fucking Friends Baseball League. I don't know if the acronym made sense. I just spouted it off like a champ there. But we are back with a brand new season, one new member, 11 holdovers from last year, and I could not be more stoked to start the season. The message board is lighting up, the chat room is lighting up, transactions have been lighting up. Holy smokes, it's like I've been lighting up, okay? We got to take it down a notch here. There is just too much excitement before the season has even started. All right, so to get started, I know some of you are probably looking at my shirt right now thinking Nationals. God, this bastard's still wearing a Bryce Harper jersey. Well, he's no longer in that. He's a Philly. I've grown to actually loathe and detest the Phillies. So this jersey is going in retirement after today. It's a start of a new season, but it's an end of a long run for this Bryce Harper jersey right here. So kiss goodbye to the neon black and yellow. Say goodbye to Bryce Harper right there. And going forward, unless, you know, there's a 2-for-1 special going on at Champs at Town Center Mall, I don't foresee myself owning anything Philly or Bryce Harper related in the near future. Sad day for all. Sad day for all. All right, but enough of that garbage, that trash, that carp, as some of us might say. Let's talk a little bit about last season so we can put that finally in the rearview mirror and catch Alex up on what he missed out on last year. Last year, highly competitive. We could go down 1 through 12. It was great. Maybe 1 through 11. Gainesville Steve Rillo is down there at the end. That's why we're after this moment in time right now. I don't think we should mention that fool's name ever again. All right, but last season we had a third place, brand new to the league, gets third place. Now, Billy Baseball, I don't know if you're thinking, this is going to be so easy this year, third place last year, going to move to first. It's not going to be easy. Not going to be easy. Side note, Billy Baseball, your division previews were phenomenal. I can't begin to expound upon how excited I was the last 2 nights, getting ready to, doze off into a slumber before another day of dealing with these heathen children. And new message posted. Well, now I got to read it. Now I got to comment on it. Now I got to see what other people are saying about it. And it just really put me in a good mood before bed these last couple nights. So kudos to you, my man. But yes, came in third place. Very proud. Second place, you're looking at him. This bastard right here, busted in the playoffs by Cody 2 straight years. And second place just hurt so bad. Couldn't even keep track on the final day. Was stuck up at the State Fair up in Marietta. Didn't have cell service. That's what you get with Metro PCS. So it was looking at it, going there, decently score, and then leaving with just somber and just heartbroken. So Cody, that's how I left the State Fair. I just want you to know, funnel cake's the size of my face. When you got a face like this, that's a lot of funnel cake. All right. So even that couldn't bring me out of my somber mood. And first place, obviously, Cody Nobes, 2 championships in a row, looking like a real stud. Rookie GM, nothing. More like just champion GM, fucking World Series winning GM. All right, so the man who gets hot at the right times. I can't say enough about you. Don't want to say any more about you, but you're not getting a third ring this year. I might not stop you. Clearly, I haven't the past 2 years. Probably won't do it now, but I don't think you're getting a third one this year with the level of competition we got. It's going to be a dogfight all year long. All right. So, anyways, third, second, first last year don't mean ish this year. So let's go ahead and get that over with. As we begin a matchup preview challenge, I would like to go ahead and throw out an obligatory challenge to the man that'll be riding the Cup of Joe's, Benson Harbor. Last year, we didn't really keep track of who was doing what each week and who was ahead, who was behind, but I would like to challenge you to a contest of sorts, month to month. Maybe we have the audience chime in on what the victor should get. Maybe it's a luncheon. Maybe it's a message board shout out where the other one has to just be super complimentary and not post any more of those pictures of some smug ass bastard looking like this. All right. But either way, I would like to just throw that out there that I think that my picks are going to be better than your picks this year. So hopefully, hashtag hopefully, that can be the case this entire year. So Ben, you versus me for the whole year. Who's going to be better at picking these matchups? It's gonna be me. All right, so enough of that. let's go ahead and get to what we're all here for.
Do you think you could tell us what to wear? You think that
DX is going to tell us what we're ready for.
Well, you better get ready.
Are you ready?
Bow to the masters.
That would be moi.
Break it down.
Break it down. Let's break down. Let's just listen to this for a second. All right. Once again, let me pause it right there. But yes, let's break it down. Let's get into these matchups. Let's tell who's going to win, who's going to lose, and what is going on with each matchup. So, first and foremost, let's go ahead. Let's get started with... Oh, God, so many good matchups, man. I don't even know where to start. You know what? I'm starting with the newest man to the league. Not new to some of us, new to one of us. This sumbitch right here has been a champion in the past, a thorn in everyone's side, always on top of his game. And I'm talking about Ray, a.k.a. A-Harb, a.k.a. Alex Harbor, a.k.a. the one the league was named after last year. So, Alex Harbor, welcome back, brother. Missed you. We need you here. It was just different without you, man. That is like a trade. Can you imagine? What would be the equivalent baseball trade of Gainesville Steve for Alex Harbor? I'm gonna throw out there something like, Billy Baseball took the good one, James Shields for Tatis, but Alex isn't really a rookie. He's more of like a veteran, so he's not a Mike Trout. You know what? He's won 3 championships in a row. That'd be like trading the Angels trading Mike Trout for Gainesville Steve. Somebody like Jose Martinez out in St. Louis, or Tyler Pasternak back in the day with the Braves, or maybe like a David Dahl up in Colorado. Just one of those guys. Kind of like he plays outfield. He was here, but that's all I can say about that. Going up against Red Rooster, the R matchup, the alliteration matchup, Red Rooster and Ray. I think I like Red Rooster. Obviously, a wrestling reference right there. Can't go wrong with anything wrestling related in my eyes. But this first week, I really expect A-Harb to get off to a fast-paced start. I think I've already seen the trade, picking up Joey Votts, the Votto machine, or Votomatic, whatever he was called. The man's got a penchant for picking up walks and things of that nature with that new Cincy lineup. Who knows? Maybe he'll drive some dingers. Maybe he'll knock in some runs, things of that nature. We can only hope for A-Harb's sake and the Reds' sake. In that case, go Reds. Hashtag Cincy Life. Hashtag Riverfront. But anyways, going against Red Roosters, Tim got a damn good team. The starting pitching is going to be tough to beat. When you invest that heavily in something like that, it better pan out. So if any of those guys get hurt, that's really going to hurt your chances of winning. And I don't foresee, even with your great pitching, I don't foresee you winning this week. I like Alex's team right now going forward. He's got some good players. You got to like Will Myers. Having Ryan Braun on the bench, I know it's not Ryan Braun 2008 juiced up, but Ryan Braun, 2019 can still get on base, can still do a couple things for you right there. So Red Roosters, got a chance. I don't think you're going to be dreadful this year like you've kind of been the last couple of years, but I don't think you're going to pull out the victory over Ray. He's going to start the season 1-0. So Ray, there we go. Welcome back to the league. All right, now we're going to enter my favorite portion of the show. This is... We're entering the Simpsons realm of the world now with 4 different squads being synonymous with Simpsons references. We're going to call this the Simpsons section of the show. All right, so first up, we've got our commish, Benson Harbor, also known as Nigel Tufnell. Not sure what the reference is for. Maybe Trailer Park Boys. I'm not real sure, but hey, that's his thing right there. So Nigel versus the Springfield Isotopes. Now, we all recall last year Ryan leading his team start off 0-5. We thought, he's already out. Storms back, blisters it the rest of the year, and really puts himself in position, gets in the playoffs, doesn't quite do much while in the playoffs, but makes it there, I believe. Can't really keep track of all these years I've played. So Ryan, if you were in the playoffs, I think you deserved it. Nigel, on the other hand, consistent mainstay of the playoffs. I cannot think of a time when Benson Harbor has missed the playoffs because those times don't exist. That'd be like going to figure out when I wasn't, an obnoxious asshole in some people's eyes. Those times just don't exist. They don't exist. But Nigel, going against Isotopes, I think we're going to have a little inverse of last year. Benson got to a great start last year. Just barnstormed the league. Thought he was going to be, regular season champion. Pick up that sweet, easy cash. Unfortunately, didn't work out that way for one of the parties involved in this video right now that I'm referencing. Springfield Isotopes, like we stated earlier, started really slow this year. Whoop, whoop. Not going to happen that way. Isotopes pulls out the dub. I don't have any reasoning for this other than a gut feeling here. Rymart talked at the draft about being the most prepared he's been in years. Really looking forward to it. Saw his wife at the math competition. She talked about how much he was psyched for this draft, much less the baseball season in general. So Rymart, I'm picking you to keep that momentum going, and I think you're going to beat Nigel, put the commission in 0-1 hole to start the year in a very tough division with you and his brother Alex. So it's going to be nice. You're going to be sitting at 1-0 with Ray, while Nigel's sitting at 0-1. All right, moving on to our next Springfield matchup, our next Simpsons reference. We've got Krusty's third nipple versus Dr. Morbus. Once again, Dr. Morbus, not something I knew, had to look up, and off the top of my dingle, I couldn't even tell you what it's still in reference to. Possibly a video game, maybe Mortal Kombat, maybe X-Men, maybe a comic book of some kind. I'm not real sure. If I did some better research and was more prepared for this video cast, we might have those answers. Going against Krusty's third nipple, that I am familiar with. Therefore, in the episode where Krusty fakes his own death in the plane incident, they find him at the boat docks, even though he doesn't claim to be Krusty, but they see open his shirt and bam! The infamous third nipple to prove that Krusty the Clown is indeed the boatman with the at the docks trying to avoid life and not be a sellout. So Krusty's third nipple, just for that fact that you have been rocking the third nip, I think you're going to win here. Dr. Morbus, as Billy Baseball stated, too many strikeouts. I'm not in love with your pitching staff, and I think Krusty's third nipple is really going to put it on you this week in possibly like 14-4 score. All right, so Krusty, don't let me down. Next, we have got that was our current match. I got to get my post-it note right. We've got Mr. I'm going to write the best league previews you guys have seen in a while because, I'm on spring break, even though I was just on break for winter break or snowpocalypse or whatever's going on up in Chi-Town versus the reigning, defending, two-time World Series champion. I'm on third. Your reference is going to not be to a third title in my eyes. It's going to be to get to like third base, but you're not quite scoring. You're not quite getting home to get that title. So that reasoning right there is, I like your name. It's already a double entendre, making me think that you're not fully committed, not all the way there. No homers. I look at your team daily and I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing. I see what you're stopping. I'm not going to go ahead and blurt it out to everybody and let them know your game plan, but I recognize your plan right there. You pinpointed it pretty precisely in your matchup preview. Your team looks good, man. Like, I like your offense. I like Chris Bryant in your outfield. I like Aaron Judge, obviously. I don't mind big gomers that strike out a lot, seeing as how I own Mike Stanton or Giancarlo Stanton for that matter. But no homers club. Do I think you're going to lose? No, because you got a Simpsons name. So Simpsons name. 3-0 this week thus far. That's why you're winning, because you stuck tried and true to a Simpsons reference, and I love The Simpsons. I'm on third. I loathe and despise you just because you beat me the past 2 seasons, because we're trying to trade right now. We can't make anything happen. You're not going to win. Other than Mike Trout and Jose Ramirez, I don't even like Trey Turner that much, but that's just a personal preference. I think the No Homers Club is going to also put you in an 0-1 hole with you'll keep it close, 12-8. We'll call it 12-8. All right, that's the end of our Simpsons theme. We're going to move on to another. We could segue perfectly into the Homer Depot matchup versus Mr. Tickle. Now, originally I had Homer Depot with the win, just because Austin can't be as bad as last year. But then I thought back and I was like, well, damn, Jaycock started off hot last year, and he was just complete and utter garbage down the stretch. Sorry, my man. Facts are facts. But seeing as how Jaycock, resounding new lease on life. That's sexy man stash right there. Like I've grown this face hair. I can't call it a beard. Can't call it a circle beard. Mike Woodson special. Can't call it anything but face hair. This takes me forever to grow out like this. If I wanted to grow a stash like you, I would have to start yesterday, and I might be done when I'm 45. So that's just phenomenal stashage right there. And that's why you're winning this week. Your stash is going to lead you to victory. I think you should acquire at least one player on your team in your 25th roster. Maybe Ben opens up a special spot for you to acquire the player in Major League Baseball with the best looking stash. I'm just saying. It just makes sense. Homer Depot, you got some good players on your team. I think you own Ronald Acuna. Wouldn't surprise me if you do. You're not winning this week. Can't do it. I had you circled originally. I had your name circled, and I was like, it's Austin. He's not winning. So, Mr. Tickles, Mr. Tickles, you're gonna win this week, and It's Austin will keep it close, but I'm thinking 11-9. As you notice, each matchup's gotten progressively closer here. We've gone from beatdown city to like 11-9, where a couple swing categories could change the whole thing. All right, our next matchup, we've got Package Pile Driver versus yours truly, and I'm not going to predict it. I've made a decision this year that in order to maintain biasness throughout, I no longer wish to predict the picks that I'm involved in. So going forward, you're going to get 5 picks each week, and I will talk about the team that I'm playing, but I will not make a prediction. Package Pile Driver, why the hell do you own so many offensive players every stinking year? Like 3 of those dudes are barely playing for the team that they're employed by, much less by a fantasy team. So I see no reason for that, but I'm going to let you do you. Dallas Keuchel, he's not signed yet. There's a spot on your roster called NA. You just click him, and then you click NA, and it'll go there. And you can add one player that's actually on an active roster that has a chance of playing a game tomorrow. Just a thought right there. Package Pile Driver, I did watch that YouTube highlight package that you sent. Holy shit, some of those pile drivers were crazy, especially on that ladder. Whew. Right there. Did one on Seth Rollins, a.k.a. Tyler Black. That was pretty sick as well. So, Package Pile Driver, I look forward to competing against you in my division all year, and you'll get some more matchup preview loving next week. All right, so just to recap, I got the Topes, Ray, Krusty, No Homer, and Mr. Tickle picking up dubs this week, while Nigel, Red Rooster, Morbus, I'm on third, and Homer Depot are going to start the season in an 0-1 hole, just crushing any thought they have of victory for the World Series. It's a fact. Look it up. If you start 0-1, you don't win the World Series. Those are facts. All right, so that does it for our matchup preview show. Except for the newest, I guess we could call it segment, final segment. It's going to be my top 5. I started a little bit last year, waned in and out, but I'm going to be pretty resilient this year and maintain a top 5 list throughout the season. So, top 5 real quick. We're going to keep this video under 20 minutes for you. Those are some long dumps. If you got 20-minute dumps, that means you're just enjoying life. Number 5, Ray. I like it. It's simple. It's to the point. It makes me think of Hit the Road, Jack. That's what I just...
Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack.
Jamie Foxx version. Pretty alright right there. Simple, to the point. I like it. Number 4, Mr. Tickles. I like that you've changed your name 3 times already this year. I like that you've got a Red Bull cock as your logo. It's pretty comical. Some people might think it's crude in this league. Not me. I can still giggle at things of that nature. And I hope your name consistently changes throughout the year in relation to that picture. So maybe you can come up with like 10 to 12 more names for that. That would be awesome. Number 3, Homer Depot. I like it because you're steadfast in your beliefs to the HD. All right, so I can't hate you, can't fault you for anything like that. But I'm just gonna let you know, this side of town, when we see a Lowe's, we're gonna go to a Lowe's. That's for the smart man, not the handyman. All right, I'm not the handyman, I'm the smart man. So I need somebody to walk me through things. And Lowe's indicates it's a safe neighborhood. I'm just gonna let you guys know that. If you see a Lowe's, it's safe. See Home Depot, might be a little sketch. Number 2, Package Pile Driver. I love Kevin Owens of the KO show. I don't like him as a babyface, but I love Kevin Owens. If he was to fight Kofi Kingston for a world championship down the line, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Keep pile driving those packages. Number 1, the No Homers Club, just because it makes me think of Homer, and when he tries to get into the clubhouse, and they won't let him in, but he said, but Homer's already in there. And they said, it's no Homers. We can have 1 Homer. So we can have 1 Homer in this league, and that fits you pretty well because there's not a bigger Chicago Cub Homer that I've met in my life. So, league, let's keep it up. We're at 1950. I will see you next week.